Hey guys, it's Hajun here, back again with another guide. This time it's gonna be Gatotkaca. And if you're wondering why your Gatotkaca isn't as tanky as you want him to be, well in this video, I'll help you figure that out. Let's get started. Now for the build, I usually like to go with Magic Boots and Encourage Roam. Dominance Ice, those are the first two items, the rest I build accordingly to the opponent's damage. For the emblems, I like to go with Tank, Vitality, Tenacity, and Concussive Blast. Now, some people might be asking, what about Thunderbolt? You know, I see a lot of global builds using Thunderbolt. I personally don't like to use it because I think it takes too long to build when you're playing Roam. The longer it takes to build, the longer it'll take to get stacks. But if you're ahead, I would recommend you go for it. And for the spell, I always like to use Revitalize. Let's move on to his skills. First, his passive, Steel Bones. After taking a certain amount of damage, Gatot gets this red bar under his HP, which gives him enhanced basic attack, and once you do basic attack someone with it, you regain HP and deal a decent amount of damage to that person. It is also your main sustain skill. Keep that in mind. His first skill is going to throw this AoE attack, which will slow enemies who walk on top of it and also deal some damage to them. His second skill is a dash, which you can channel. Upon releasing the button, he will dash on the target direction and taunt any enemies along the way. Now, as you saw in the beginning, if you let it go and don't charge it completely and cancel it, the cooldown is reduced by half. Gatotkaca's ultimate, Avatar of the Guardian, makes him jump to the target location, dealing damage to nearby enemies and knocking them airborne. Here's a cool trick you can do with Gatotkaca's ulti. You can charge up his second skill during the ulti animation, so you can taunt the opponents faster. You don't have to wait for the second skill to charge, and channel it in. You can just second skill right after landing on top of the opponents. This is something I actually learned from Zex, so it's a really cool trick which you guys can apply. Now let's move on to game demonstration. Over here I picked Gatotkaca versus Tigreal. It's actually a pretty decent pick, because you can always counter engage with Gatotkaca's ultimate into the Tigreal. Pay attention guys, look at my rotations, I'll try to understand my macro, of course I'm going to be explaining it, and try to apply it into your own games. Usually with Gatotkaca, what you want to do is, you don't want to pick the skills yet. You want to make sure you take your time to pick the skills. Here I just took my first skill from the get-go, because me and Xavier, we decided that we're gonna fast clear and try to maybe contest Letho or try to contest their greens, right? Or apply pressure in mid, whichever is best for that certain situation. Over here, luckily our XP laner comes up and we were able to secure the Letho for Suyo. Right after that, our Suyo actually goes to the opponent archer and takes it. Meanwhile, the opponent Joy is taking our archer, so it is a trade. I see Moskov off position over here and I try to go help my Harriet. We are successfully able to poke him out quite a bit, but we are not able to secure the kill. The reason I didn't go back into the tower and keep chasing the Moskov is because my Harriet didn't have any more skills. So we couldn't secure the kill, that's why we didn't keep going. Now if I had died to the Moskov and my Harriet didn't get the kill, that would have been a complete loss, so we just played it safe. Here we just really forced it and tried to take Moskov. The reason we played so aggressive here is we knew that the opponents were in turtle, so we just decided to push. Guys, remember, you don't have to always be a reactive roamer. If you see that you're not ready for turtle, but you're maybe on the opposite side of the map or somewhere else, try to capitalize that, right? Since I wasn't in turtle and I was already with Harriet on top lane, Moskov was dead. I decided, no, I won't go to turtle, I will keep helping my Harriet so he can farm up more. We got the top tower, right? And one more thing you guys should remember is that the plating, the gold plating on a tower, if you are able to take all of it, it's something that you can 100% trade for turtle. Remember that, okay? So don't always try to play reactive. Try to make the most of the situation that you were in and the location that you were in as well. Nice kill onto the Moskov. Guys, the biggest tip I can give you with Gatot's ulti is try to combo it with another hero's stun. Either that or try to use it when you know for sure that the opponents have used a dash skill and they cannot escape it. Here I'm trying to zone for mid lane so my team can push the mid, and we also get a kill onto Moskov because of my taunt. Now we are unsuccessful in taking mid down, but we got a kill onto Moskov and our Harith is super fed. So that is always something we can take, you know, we're happy with that. Since our Harith already got top lane, we decided to swap. They're chasing my CC. I have to go for this here. The Tigreal, Moskov, they used everything on CC already. And there you go. You guys see how strong Gatot's passive is? Keep abusing his passive. Whenever you have it, keep basic attacking, and you will see that the amount of damage you can sustain is absolutely insane. Here, I tank the tower so my Xavier can go in and finish the Barats off. I would honestly say that Gatotkaca right now is the tankiest roamer. For sure, because of the amount of sustain he has and how much he can tank against physical damage. It's brutal. One more thing, guys, I want to tell all the roam players is if you're low, don't try to force plays or make more plays. Just recall, because you without your HP is nothing. You're kind of useless, right? You're there to tank everything with your HP. If it's low, then you're kind of no use, right? You're just there. So whenever you're low, recall, go back to base, come back. That is the best thing to do. Don't try to force plays with low HP. Unless you know, of course, that you're either gonna get a lot of people and you'll be in the advantage. Otherwise, just back up. My team did a really good job here. I tanked the tower for Suyo so he can get the triple. And the game is pretty much in our control. And when you're playing against the Tigreal, guys, remember, try to stay back and not get ulted by Tig. If he ults your teammates, you can just ult onto them. Here I saw a good opportunity to make a play. It was just instincts. I went in, I knew my team could get mid. I could space out the other opponents from defending mid. So I just went for it, right? Giving my life for an inhibitor, 9 minutes into the game, worth it, for sure. Because of that one play, my team is able to end the match. I hope this guide has been helpful to you guys, and I hope you will play Gatotkaca in rank and get the Ws. Goodbye everyone, Hajun out, take care, and look out for my next tutorial.